The story that I'm about to read is fiction. I wrote it, the first draft a couple of years ago for a class at UCF. We were supposed to mimic some of the authors that we'd read. I was mimicking Karen Russell, and it's been revised since then, so here it is. Elliot Goodacre survives the flood. My brother has gone inside himself, deep inside the cobwebs that make up his mind, and I don't think even I can knock him out of his trance, not this time. We're sitting at the end of the boat dock, which juts into the lake at the top of the hill above the house we live, well, where we used to live. The water is rising. The boards beneath us have a warped, creaky look about them, a look that says they too will disappear soon. I've lost my shoes. I rub my calloused heels against the wood to make sure I can still feel something, even if it is pain. Jeremy, my brother, hasn't spoken to me since yesterday, and I can't remember the last time my skin wasn't cold and pruny from being wet. If Jeremy's lips turn blue, then we're probably both under-oxygenated. Mother always used this word when she watched us swimming, and now I'm using Jeremy as a mirror, my silent twin. The lake wishes to become a river, to wash away to new places, as I suppose we'll be forced to do soon. Rain slaps against the green water, and objects appear from the world beneath. Discarded rubber tires, whole felled trees, and even a piece of a trunk and weeds which together look to me eerily at a distance, like a soggy woman with long strands of seaweed hair. Jeremy doesn't comment when I look back and forth from this water show to his blank expression. I wonder if dreams appear to him in this way, as new worlds below the one we see each day, below the rigor and routine, underneath the bottomless layers we don't even know exist, seeping into our unconscious minds as we sleep. Jeremy tells me about his dreams sometimes, where he would rather live and be the characters he imagines, where T-Rex dinosaurs and pince-nez rule alternate universes and little boys puke up fully functional remote control trains. Jeremy's sitting next to me, cross-legged on the dock, his eyes glazed, and his breathing a little slower than I'd like, and I can't help but wonder when he'll return to me. He's the only one I have right now. The rain has washed away our town, and I've brought us to the dock, mainly because it floats. I don't know what else to do. I'm hoping some rescue plane or boat or someone will come and find us. The rain beats down harder, and Jeremy rocks back and forth. It's almost imperceptible, but it's a change from before, his rocking. Our house is 10 miles north of downtown, and we're at least 4 miles from the nearest neighbor. If the rain creates an upstream current of 10 miles per hour, which increases with every inch of rain, how long will it take someone to know we're still here? I'm good at math, especially word problems, but even I don't think we can count on someone to find us in time. We're going to have to save ourselves. I need Jeremy's help. I reach over and poke the side of his gray and blue striped t-shirt deep into his ribs. This knocks his body dangerously close to the side of the dock, but he still says nothing, only returns to his rocking. But his eyes move, and I can tell I have his attention from the way he looks at me out of the corner of his eye. We all have a natural blind spot, Mother told us, because of the placement of the optic nerve. Right now, I can't afford to miss anything. I need Jeremy to see what I can't. Hey, Jared, can you see anybody? Do you think someone's coming for us? While I wait for him to answer, I take stock of our options. Wait for the dock to unmoor and use it as a makeshift raft. Dive back into the house and try to take off a door. Swim. I could, but Jeremy? Lightning flashes not far from the opposite shore, and thunder makes the dock beneath us shake. We have to find something to use as a raft. Jeremy, I whisper, close to his face, but still off to the side. When he's become inverted like this, he does best when I don't make direct eye contact. It's as if he's turned so far inward that to look out, he has to do so in a different way. He begins to hum along with his rocking. Finally, I'm getting somewhere. Jeremy points to the dock, and I know what he wants me to do. It would be too dangerous to go back into the house now that it's mostly submerged, especially in the rain that's still coming down. I've got to find a way to get the dock loose. It's old, and in this rain there have to be places where the boards have rotted through. I kick at the posts that anchor the dock to land. Maybe I can loosen them this way. Back here, where the dock is anchored to shore, a few inches of water cover the boards. If I can't get us loose soon, I'm not sure how much longer the rest of the dock will be able to float. All that can be seen of our house is the oval window in the attic. Jeremy and I stood there and waved to Mother as she left for work early yesterday morning. She hasn't come back. Most likely the rain flooded the roads that led to our house before she got off her shift at the elderly center. She'd have to find a boat to get back up here now. She might have tried calling, but even if our phones had stayed dry, the storm surely prevented service getting through. More debris has floated past the dock, mostly tree branches, it looks like, and somehow a pink pair of goggles has materialized next to Jeremy. He must have grabbed them from the water. "Thanks, pal," I say, and put them on. I stick my head into the water near the end of the dock as I wiggle the posts. They seem looser, and with the goggles on, I can see what I'm doing. It sounds strange with my head under the water while it rains. My body shakes from cold, but I focus on loosening the posts, and a squelching sound tells me they are as loose as they're going to get. I try pulling them up and out of the mud, but that's impossible while I'm standing on top of the boards. Instead, I lie down and kick at the posts with my heels until they splinter. The rain washes blood from my feet as the dock begins to move away from the house. The dark, churning lake drifts us farther into the middle of the current. I crawl back to Jeremy and pull him down until he's also laying flat on his stomach. That's when I realize I'm still wearing the pink goggles, which I push up onto my forehead. "Where are we going?" Jeremy asks. I shrug my shoulders and hope the dock, now makeshift raft, holds together if the storm gets worse. All we can do now is wait and watch. We catch up to the tree branches that floated past earlier. I grab at them and begin to strip off leaves and little twigs. It looks more like a broom than an oar, but when I dip it into the water, I'm able to change our path slightly. The lake and floodwater has merged, and I'm not even sure which direction we're going. I just know that our house and Mother and the town are now somewhere lost behind us. "Where do you think we should go?" I ask. "We can stay in this current or try to move to the side somewhere, but I doubt we could row against this with tree branches." Jeremy nods, looking around. There's so much water we can only see the tops of trees sticking up above the surface. There aren't any other houses up here, and I don't see any boats. Thunder cracks again, and the sky turns green from lightning. When it's quieted and I can hear the raindrops against the water again, Jeremy points to a tall tree with a cat clinging to its branches. A cat that howls frantically in an almost human-like scream. I use the oar, and Jeremy sticks his hands in the water, and we paddle in the cat's direction. Maybe if we have someone else to save, we can figure out a way to save ourselves. I wish this rain was another one of Jeremy's crazy dreams that he had somehow dragged me into. I wish we could both wake up soon. Thank you.